Hello, today we'll be talking about 2001 A Space Odyssey, and our weekly focal point of this week is on sounds and how they play a vital part to the experience of the actual movie. It really gives us a type of imagination on what goes on in space and the different types of sounds that you'll experience within space. And so through that, we'll be talking about the functions of sounds, the sources of sounds, types of sounds, and really get an idea about how this all plays that part in the movie. So with this next video clip, we'll be seeing Hal conversing with our traveler who's in a pod trying to get back into the spaceship. And you can hear the dialogue between inside the spaceship, outside the spaceship, and inside the pod, and how those different sounds play a really big role within the experience of the movie.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. Hello, Hal, do you read me? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal? Do you read me, Hal? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Hello, Hal, do you read me? Do you read me, Hal?
Affirmative, Dave. I read you.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay, so after watching this video clip, we get a ton of information about the sound. There's so much going on here as we start off in the spaceship with hearing Dave's voice over a intercom, like he's talking to Hal. And when you hear that, it has a very mid-range boost. Again, sort of like talking through a phone. It doesn't have the bass or the treble that's really there. It's more mid-range so you can hear. Same thing with Hal's voice within the pod as Hal is talking to Dave. We can hear that. Now, when we go outside the pod into space, there's no noise. So what I'm talking about is that when we're in the shuttle and we're also in the pod, or the spaceship and in the pod, we hear ambient noise from the environment. We also hear beeps, clicking of keys and whatnot that gives us this kind of environmental feel. But going back to when we're out, we hear nothing but Dave's voice and Hal's voice. Now, for some reason, Hal's voice still has that intercom mid-range type sound, whereas Dave's feels more in your face, like he's actually talking to you. But with Hal's, I want to go into the type of sound, or the sources of the sound, which is a non-diegetic type sound, where it's more off-screen and you hear it, but you don't see it. But of course, Dave's is on screen. A source that we can see, and we can see where the sound is coming from. Now, when we're talking about the environmental, going back to that, with all the beeps and the clickings, we can hear that it's off screen, but it still puts us in that place. We feel like we're in a smaller space because the hum is louder within the actual pod, and thus giving us a type of it really just puts us in the movie. Honestly, it's very very important as far as really just pulling us into the movie rather than us just looking at a screen and and then afterwards critiquing the movie and whatnot. With a movie that has as little dialect as it actually does, sounds are very important, and we become really sensitive to those sounds as well. When we hear somebody talk, we're focused in on talking. But when there's nobody talking, we're focused in on the environment and what's going on around it. And so we tend to hear those little bitty things like the beeps and the buzzes and the hums and whatnot from all that. So all these sounds really play a vital point into the movie, such as just any movie really. It's really an awesome part that we tend to overlook. And so with that, thank you.